Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
The news.
We're back.
We're back. Sorry about that.
Spending time with your father on Father's Day.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and spent a little extra time.
Yep. All right, so let's move on to the news. People don't care about that. It's the hard-hitting facts.
They don't care
That's
about
what we're
your
here
father.
for. Andor. Stellan Skarsgård just did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, their Star Wars-themed podcast, which is called the Dagobah Dispatch. I know sometimes I call it one and forget to mention that it's Entertainment Weekly's.
Yeah, because the first time you said it, I was like, well, if something called the Dagobah Dispatch can get Tony Gilroy, why can't we?
Because we're not Entertainment Weekly?
Exactly.
Maybe Entertainment Weekly needs to not edge in on our territory. Get out of here.
I-
Then maybe we'd get the interview with Stellan Skarsgård instead of... I'm kidding. Stellan Skarsgård's never heard of us.
No one
But I love
Andor
you.
has ever. I do. I love him in
your
Thor. I've
son.
loved... you do love his son. Oh, my goodness.
Sorry. I'm gushing about the wrong thing. We're talking about Andor.
Yeah, you're thinking True Blood.
Yeah, I am. Hey, he was also in The Northman.
We haven't seen that yet. What's
Yeah.
going on with that?
I've seen him in other things, too.
I
I've
know you
followed
have.
his career with interest.
I know you have, yes.
Okay, but back to the interview. He talks about what brought him to Andor. He talks about that hefty monologue that has gotten him Emmy buzz. I mean, we
He's got
talked
my
about the speeches.
Non-vote.
And he talks about the writer's strike with Tony Gilroy being absent from the set.
Well, he wasn't on Ferrix, so that worked out.
You know, first they asked him, like, who sold him on the character of Luthen Rail? Why did he choose to play this character?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Skarsgård said, Tony pitched it to me. He himself was a very good reason for me to take it. He pitched it and said he was going to make a story that is more real than the others. I know him and his writing, and every scene has an urgency to it. Every scene has a great tension to it. I got to read the first 3 or 4 episodes, so it was not a big question, and I said yes.
When he said others, is he referring to other Star Wars properties or content?
Maybe.
That's kind of, I don't know how I feel about that,
Tony
honestly.
Gilroy's a real general kind of, he needs to be honest with you.
But here's the thing. It's not wrong, right? It's not wrong.
He knew from the beginning what he was going for. Yes.
Andor is a little more real than other Star Wars tends to feel.
What?
I know. Not that's not an insult or a compliment. It just is what it is.
Continuing the quote, he said, as an actor, it's interesting to play this guy who lives a double life and to make 2 different characters out of one. That was interesting for me. But he's interesting as well because he is extreme. He's like Che Guevara or the Rote Army Fraktion in Germany, or any terrorist really. But also as a revolutionary, he's like George Washington. So he's got all those ingredients that make him very exciting. He has this conflict between doing the right thing and also being able to kill for the right thing.
Yeah.
His character is incredibly complex. I mean, it is a combination of an inspiring leader like George Washington mixed with terrorists and rebellion armies. It's kind of crazy.
That's not something you hear mixed together every day. Though the British might have thought of Washington as a little bit of a terrorist.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they would.
He kind of had some guerrilla tactics back in the day.
Skarsgård also talked about the big monologue from episode 10. You know, that it's such an emotionally heavy scene as Luthen divulges the pain, the anguish that he's experienced fighting the Empire, what he's given up, his sacrifices. And he mentioned how intense it was for him to film it, too. He said, I mean, of course I knew I had a speech that was very well written, and it was probably one of the best scenes in the season, and I worked on it. When we shot it, somehow I was tense. I think I said, let's go again. I think I did it 10 times in a row, very fast, right on top of each other. 10 times, like, go, go, go. And then it was good. Then I was satisfied, and the director was satisfied.
Damn.
Trying to get it to that exact where you know you want it to be. So you're just like, no, shoot it again. Shoot it again.
As George might say, faster, more intense. And I don't mean George Washington.
Not this
Talking
time.
Lucas, yeah.
But George
Though
Washington might
Washington may have said that too. We don't know.
Well, that's what she said.
Jeez.
You did it to yourself.
I don't really...
Nope.
Yep.
Okay, finally, Skarsgård was asked about how filming on season 2 of Andor is going because, as we know, Tony Gilroy is not present. He is doing the writer's strike.
Doing it.
Doing it, yeah.
That's what she said?
Skarsgård said, That's going great. I mean, Tony Gilroy has gone on strike as of the 1st of May. He finished the scripts right on the day, then he shut off the phone and disappeared into a picket line somewhere. So we'll see. He claims that the series is director-proof and actor-proof, which means it can't be destroyed. And then he kind of chuckled and said, we'll see if that works. I like that it's actor and director-proof. They can't mess it up even if they tried. You follow that script and it's going to be gold.
We'll see.
I like the confidence, though, that Tony Gilroy shows when he, because Skarsgård said, Gilroy said that, it's director-proof, it's actor-proof. You can't mess this up if you just do what's on the page.
In theory.
Well, and they have all these actors all have the experience
actors, and it's not
from
like
season 1. They know the tone. They know how it was received by audience. They have so much faith in him, and it paid off in season 1. So I can only imagine if they go into season 2, even without Tony Gilroy being present, with the same energy that they did season 1, and we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I mean, Tony Gilroy said he was never to Ferrex, which means he was hands-off for a bit of stuff.
Well, he was like watching it, from
a
Zoom call or something.
He's like on a Zoom call, he's like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, it looks good.
I know we still got time before Andor Season 2. Supposedly it's going to debut in August of next year.
That's really specific for Disney+.
It is really specific for Disney+. I don't know why they're like promising August already. They're like, hey, August.
Yeah.
But then again, wasn't the last one promised in August and then it went in September?
Was it September? I thought it was later than September. I thought it was promised like 3 times before it actually came out.
I don't know.
Why can't I... Wasn't that more
At
like
least
October?
that's one show I can definitely say that the delay was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, now let's talk about something I thought we may never be talking about again. Star Wars Eclipse. The game that was promised. That's what I'm calling it.
That was like 2 years ago now, wasn't it? It feels like it's been a while since we even heard about this and saw that trailer.
Yeah, I mean, we finally got an update from the developer, Quantic Dream, claiming that progress on the game is advancing well.
Okay.
So
what about Aspire
specific.
and Old Republic? Knights of,
Well,
quiet.
let's continue with...
quiet on
we're
that
talking
front.
about this game.
Yeah, let's talk about this one.
Yes, the developer also indicated that previous issues of the toxic workplace environment, which were some crazy issues that they had going on in the studio, which everyone thought was why this game was not moving, that they're in the past now.
What do you do with game developers and
I don't know.
these kind of environments?
I don't know. It's probably really stressful. You have all these dates and stuff, and I don't know.
Sure, I don't think that excuses it, but I know where you're going with that, yeah.
I mean, this game, like you said, supposedly it began development in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's going to be, as they put it, a major gaming experience, fleshing out the High Republic era. There's not much that's been revealed because all we got is a title and a cinematic trailer.
And some alien dudes and some drums.
Pretty cool alien dudes and drums. I love that thing. I edited it together into one solid scene. Which
you're probably seeing right now. Yep.
I'll put the whole trailer in, but first you just get to watch the drums because I edited that into one drum sequence because I thought it was so cool. I actually did pretty well on that, and I'm proud of it.
We'll let the audience decide.
It also indicated that the game will have an actionized version of a narrative-heavy, multi-character gameplay formula, similar to what they have done in other games like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human, which I was kind of obsessed with.
You were. You watched it.
I did. I watched it. But I want to play it myself because it's so many choices, and I was like, I wouldn't have made that choice. I would have done this. And
that's why you play the games. Don't watch
Let's Plays. It's crazy because it's really narrative-heavy, choose-your-own-adventure. It was really cool-looking and stuff. But, of course, this game's going to have new components, lightsaber, blaster, all the good stuff. And it's going to have exploration in a large open-world environment with space travel as well.
I'm really curious what this is going to be. Like when it's all said and done.
It better be cool. This is a more ambitious project than they have, ever undertaken in their studio. They had horrible development issues. There was a strain, apparently, also, that this game caused a strain on the company's in-house engine, which wasn't suited for the title or scale of the, as they put it, multiplayer.
How am I going to play this on my PS5 or my PC if I can't handle, an actual developer's computer? Is like,
What's interesting, though, is it said in this article, the in-house engine isn't suited for a title of this scale or multiplayer. Does that mean it's going to be a multiplayer game?
Couch co-op or online?
I don't know.
I love our couch co-op.
Couch co-op, I hope. And the company had been understaffed quite a bit, and now the reports are estimating that we aren't seeing this game till 2027 or 2028.
Wasn't that the original kind of? They
I
said
think
it's
they said it was that far out, so at least we haven't heard, wait, next year, and then we're like, delay. It's not Hunters. That's what I'm saying.
Hunter. The mystery game, the fabled Hunters, yeah.
Well, part of the reason we got any of this information at all is because a new video was posted online with a behind-the-scenes look that indicates progress on the game is still ongoing. There's no, like, gameplay footage or anything in this video, so you don't have to go look for it. It showcases performance capture equipment that allows the studio to digitally recreate real actor likenesses, along with the demonstration of the sound mixing used to create in-game noises. So it's not showing anything game-related exactly. Not in-game. Just here's some actors, motion capture-y stuff.
How exciting.
And some sound mixing equipment. Ta-da. We make games here.
We're doing progress. We promise.
Yep.
Here's some equipment we used and some people who put on a suit.
Honestly, the only reason we know about this game in the first place, that trailer that was announced and revealed at the 2021 Game Awards, was mainly investor bait.
Oh.
They put that out there to entice an investor into acquiring the company because the project was so ambitious they needed funding.
Please buy us so we can make this.
Funding that the now parent company, NetEase, is providing.
NetEase. Something about that name I don't like.
Doesn't it put you at ease?
Exactly.
Like you're being caught in a gentle net?
See, you got it. Like,
okay.
I don't want to be eased. You're trying to pull one over on me, clearly.
Clearly.
Now I don't have any confidence in this game.
All right, let's move on to new this week in Star Wars, etc. Not a big week. Tuesday, Avatar, The Way of Water hits Blu-ray. We got our copy.
Yeah, it's in the mail
a day early. Here. We got it yesterday, on Monday.
Yeah.
Because Best Buy was trying to get them out because of the holiday. Wednesday, for comics, we have Bounty Hunters 35 and The Mandalorian Season 2 #1, which I have apparently put in a note that says don't buy it.
Yeah, because it's just...
It's
like a word-for-word copy and paste of the series, which is really disappointing.
There's not any extra this or that. Yep. It's not, I mean...
That's why you buy the comic version.
Yeah, you want a little extra something on the side to go, hey, there's some dialogue that wasn't in the show. But no, they're like, no, it's actually...
No, word for word.
Word for word, the same thing. So it's not worth my money.
No, I'd rather watch the show.
Maybe someday they'll put it on Blu-ray somewhere.
Maybe. Probably not.
Netflix does.
Well, Netflix does, but Disney Plus hasn't done that.
Disney
Maybe
Plus?
Willow. Do you think they'll ever put Willow on 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever people watch it on these days?
You're talking about Disney Plus's series?
Well, yeah,
Willow?
Obviously we have the movie on.
The movie?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think they should put some of their titles because it's a way to actually get more money. Because now you're enticing people who don't have Disney Plus to buy, and then maybe go in and go, hey, well, I wanted a subscription because I want to watch this right away.
Yeah, but you can't see it anymore on there. But I don't know. I'm just curious if they're ever going to resurface that bad boy ever again.
Also on Wednesday, and we will be covering it here, Marvel's Secret Invasion, which I am looking forward to. The first episode is 52 and a half minutes long.
It's not a Star Wars show, that's for sure.
6-episode series, supposed to be advertised as a spy thriller. I really want it to be Marvel's Andor. That might be big talk. Oof. That's big talk. That's big shoes to fill. But Samuel L. Jackson, he's a good actor.
Sure.
And the story, from the comics, the story is solid. And if they keep away from the superhero spectacle extravaganza, it could be really solid.
We'll see. I hope it's serious. It's been a while since I saw Marvel take itself seriously, and that's what I'm excited for.
I think this has the potential to do that.
Yeah, I want to see a series, take Captain America Winter Soldier and turn it into like a series, that kind of tone, and give me a series. You do that and you got me. Put me at NetEase.
On Thursday, our next segment of our prelude to the Ahsoka series will be coming out, going over, of course, characters that you may not be familiar with from animated things. This one is going to be going over the character of Hera Syndulla, who will be in the show. Right, that's the week. It's not extravagant.
Oh,
Secret Invasion is the highlight of the week.
Usually it's just
there.
a couple comics and something else. So actually, this was a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's an interesting week. Plus, I like doing the catch-up videos for the people who aren't going to watch and comb through all of Rebels to watch and find out who these characters are. I think this has been went over pretty well, and I'm happy to keep doing them.
Yeah, it seems like people liked it.
Thursdays is Ahsoka warm-up day.
That's one way to put it.
Yep. So if you don't know much about Hera Syndulla and you want a little refresher going into the show, we've got you covered.
We do.
On Thursday.
But for now, that's all we got for this time. So now it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. And let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.
It's Craven time. It's a preview for later.